How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Speaking of John, today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I've done one interview before, but I think it's about time that you maybe get an interview, an honest interview with me. And I'll use my fiance / editor / manager / the better part of me. You know what I mean? To do the questionnaires. And I hope you guys learn something from it. I hope you guys find a little bit of entertainment with it. I'm going to speak mostly about my living situation. To let you guys know it's not a fucking shelter or nothing like that. But it's also, I pay rent. You guys know what happens. But I'll put this forward to the questions to the interview person. So, interviewer, is there anything you'd like to know first or say first?
What's your handle?
I go by John. My family call me that. I'm the third. So me and my grandfather, my father had the same name. We called John. We'll all turn around. So one's Johnny, one's Johnny Boy, and one's John. Went down like that. And that followed me to jail. Everybody in jail knows me as that, and in prison, in every compound that I've ever been in. And I thought that was better anyway. It just followed me up. It wasn't the plan, but it's better that it did because there's a lot of white Johns. And they could say, yo, here, take this plate. This guy, White John, he'll be coming back from yard. You cut that motherfucker. He owes me money for whatever. And I could be that White John that's walking in the wrong place, wrong time. But there's not as many John Johns. So I'm the White John that never owes money. My money's right. So that's my handle I'll be using. I usually use.
So I know you've been to prison, right?
Yes.
For 10 years, and you had an injury, TBI, and also your lawsuit. So the next question I have is, tell us about where you stay, what it is.
Okay, I'll straighten that out a little bit. I had another guy he was just like running his mouth. Sometimes jealousy, he'll say the worst. I have nothing bad to say about people trying to fix their life. And I was at my parents' house. You guys know I did my channel there for almost 2 years, when I was still healing. But the second year, like after the first, that's when I got out. I got here, I don't know if that's going to be a question, but I got here in January. I do pay rent, $1,090 a month rent. And, I'm doing pretty good. I don't pay the rent out of my wallet. No, I get help. I'm gonna take this off for this to show the people. Please show them, the scar that you can see. You got it, babe? And what that does is, let me just make sure I don't go crazy. All right, what that does is it goes all around my head. That's the fake part of my head. 35% of my skull came from a 3D computer. So basically, if you want to get down to it, it's like splitting hairs. I'm a goddamn cyborg. Part of me's from a computer. You know what I mean? And to be in a house like this, you need something seriously wrong with you medically or mental health. And I just happen to hit both. I had mental health issues prior to this situation, but after it, boy, is it's bad. It's very, very bad. I got this letter. I don't even have to do what I think DSS or social, whoever they were, you usually have to do stuff for them, try to go to classes or try to get this, or you gotta do stuff, And I got the letters from my psychiatrist and psychologist and all that I got a rage problem because the doctors told my parents he'll either be more docile or he'll be more rageful, aggressive. He didn't say rageful, aggressive, and my brain chose the aggressive because I was aggressive beforehand. Now it actually tipped the scales because there comes a point, lots of points, and my fiance correct me if I be trying to lie, you know what I mean? Where I can't handle myself. I can't handle the confrontation. I have a hard time living, put it this way, prison is cleaner than this house. Not this room, this house. And I got snuck thief. I've been robbed here 6 times. I even had a police report filled out about my pool table, Mizrac pool table being taken, and my plumbing tools and all that. I shouldn't feel scared that my own stuff will be taken from my own garage. And then I was told to deal with it. So I'll get to that story. But yeah, I live in this house. It's called, it's like a community living, but we have our own keys. You can look at my door, baby girl, you can see. I even have that extra. Like there's so many locks. Like this is my apartment. My girl's always here. Like this is what we do. This is how we stay control. We move forward. You can see I'm trying to fix my life and move on. It baby steps. 65-inch TV, 47 right here. Oculus Quest over there, hats out the ass, glasses for every color. You guys know me. I'm not here to flex or open up my closet or my drawers. I'm not here for that. But those are just me showing you that I'm trying. Those are just objects though. But you guys seen how I did the videos on what to invest to try to have a little bit of more money for Christmas last year. And I started off with very, very small amounts, but I didn't stop. And you guys seen the progress and everything I said happened. And then I said, when I got $10,300 with no job, now I have 4 credit cards, $7,000 credit with no job since I left prison. You know what I mean? It's insane. The stuff I did to help myself. And I even tried to have my own business twice. My girls got both my business cards. One was that designer, merchandise company that had everything from Gucci, Prada, everything, and I did horrible and I failed. You learn something from everything you do. Well, you should, at least should try. And I live in this place. I got lucky, because my parents, they want their house to themselves, understandably. 42 years old, I'll be 50 in a few years, 8 years. You know what I mean? Like I have to yell and scream, 42, because they treat me like a little kid, like sometimes, like they had the cops called on me. Oh, I'll probably yes, if I had any incidents, but I'm here, and like I said, there are mental health problems, bad ones, or bad medical, you're here. Or if you have both, you're definitely here, and I have both. So I'm allowed here, and I get help from the state, make sure my rent's paid, I can handle everything, I can handle, everything's that, I'm getting help, temporary help, but what we're doing now, my fiance is aware of it. They want me out so bad that they're doing Section 8 opening up. An opening happened for me, and they put me in it. At my other place that's helped me out. That is number 1. There is no close second. This is like down below the earth as second place. But they got me that. I just got to fill out the application with the guy Friday. You got to do the right stuff. You dot the I's, cross the T's. So it might not happen in 3 days, might be 2 months, but it's still good. And my counselor, there is no counselors here, by the way. I changed the company. Now they're all DSPs. There is no counselors in this program. It's not even a program, in this company. And I figured that out by doing my research and by knowing my right. Now they're called DSPs. There's no such thing as counselors. Why? Because I had a 21-year-old, and 18, 21 is not enough time to get the credentials needed to be a counselor. Not enough credentials. She could just buy cigarettes only a few months ago. So now they made a change because of me. And this place is fine, to a level. I got my privacy. I get to do what I want. Nobody's here. It's me, another housemate, and a housemate upstairs. Just got a brand new bath, put in all tiled, everything. And garage, big kitchen, living room down here, living room up there, bathroom up there, half bath. It's big. It's on the Medford, it's basically Bellport. It's basically Bellport, Post Station Road, right there, and it's not a group home, because we're not like a group. There's only 3 of us, and some of them are suffering from their own stuff. They're getting help for their own reasons. They might be here a little longer, but I'm on my way to try to move on to my next step. I just told you, they both are trying to get me into single living. Regular single apartment, single. You don't live and share the house with other people. It's all yours. you know, Section 8, you guys know, you pay a little bit of a rent and you get subsidized on the rest, helped on the rest, you know, and you can live and move on with your life. Is there another question, babe?
Since you've been here, have you been in any conflicts?
Oh my God, have I been in any conflict since I lived here? I came here, like I said, in January, and my God, have I been in conflict. I don't know if it's jealousy from staff, you know, like I, of course, didn't get no girls or guys, just didn't want them. So my prostitute stories are home prostitute stories on my YouTube, but you know, I have no problem if you can't get girls and you're not in prison to do that route. But if you're not in prison, what the fuck are you doing home? You should be out looking for a girl, introducing yourself. If you're scared to be told no, you're not going nowhere in life. Like I tell my girl all the time, I'm not scared to get my ass kicked. I was murdered, I was killed, the guy killed me. I respect violence. You would think someone like me would learn to shut the fuck up at that point. It didn't change a goddamn thing about me, but made me more cocky, more confident. It turned off something, like my memory's shot, you know what I mean? It gets me frustrated, confused, and it brought some other stuff up to the front of my brain that I don't like dealing with. I got meds to help me, but it also turned on something. She could swear I have the power. Housemates swear I have power. I said, no, Superman has power, shooting beams out his eyes, flying, super strength. I can't do any of those. Best way to explain it is woman's intuition. But for a man, you know, I know every reaction possible for anything I do. I don't manipulate a person. To me, that's like for a toddler to start trying to manipulate. I manipulate everybody who's in my world. You know what I mean? Whoever's involved in my life. And I make my reality how I see fit, how I want my reality. So, long story short, the cops called me 3 times since I've been here. And every time, I know the laws. I study the laws, especially laws that I might get myself involved with, that I want to go right to the fence, but not cross the fence where I just want to jump into shark waters. You know what I mean? I want to stay legal and still go show them something that they would never believe is legal, because no one has ever talked to them like that or done stuff like that, like push an issue. And when they call mommy and daddy, because that's what I call the cops for them, like, what do you call mommy and daddy? You gonna have them spank me? Like fuck you, get out of my fucking face. You know, I'll just give the last one as to keep it quick. The last one, my girl was aware of it. I was on the phone with her, you know, on a break. And I got a bang on my door, my bedroom door, like a cop. And a girl was like, hey John, can I come in real quick? I said, no, you cannot come in my room. Don't you dare think you can enter. I'll talk to you outside of my room. That's after I'm done talking to my girl during the break, because right now I am doing that. She's like, all right, I'll wait for you outside. I told her kind of what was going on as I was opening the door. The first thing the girl said, she was only 21 too. How good I looked, how good, like, I'm growing my hair, it makes it look so good, it fits me very well. Like, as a professional, she has prior history with me, inappropriate, and I'm not talking about weird sex, I'm saying inappropriate, where she had to go, you know what I mean? And to send that's a conflict of interest. She came right to my room to tell me, because they worked on the bathroom and did the tile over here and whatnot, the mudroom. Tiles were moved in front of the laundry machine. She came right to me and punished me, said I was going on contract for running laundry and moving the tiles, and I might have to pay for all that. I didn't do my laundry. I told my accountant when I did it, when I went to my parents, here's my fucking bag. If I just did laundry, I wouldn't have no laundry. But she didn't ask, right then and say, can I have a house meeting, get all 3 of you guys out? Did anybody do this? Did anybody have anything to say that they could say why this might have happened? They would have gotten, the guy said you could do your laundry, because the guy next door said, someone told him that. But I didn't do it anyway. I'm waiting to go to my parents. But now it's all done. Now I can if I want to, but I'm going over there. He counting fucking panties at before and after. It's getting late. And she instead came and attacked me when she found out my name was being used. Like, my address, 52, the street, you know, that they get numbered whenever they get that call in. So she came right away. And I even talked to them today, like when she came and said all that stuff, I said, yo, I had to hang up my girl, but she knows about it, and the guy next door knows about it, and all the workers know about it. I said, yo, get the fuck out of my face. I just woke up out of bed. I have bed hair. What the fuck do you mean I look good? Get out of my face. What are you here for? She tried saying that shit, the stuff that, you know, blah, 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 that I already told you. Tom moved, someone ran a wash and dry. I said, yo, get the fuck out of my fucking face. You didn't even ask me if I did it or not. She goes, well, you're going on contract. I said, you aren't sending shit on contract. Now, bye now. Get the fuck out of my fucking face. Your little friend too? Fuck you. Fuck you. You can go fuck yourselves. You know, because they're supposed to address who they are, introduce who they are, and say their job position. They don't do that, they're nobodies. You can give them the finger, curse them out. They're just strangers that entered the house that might have rode with that girl. I don't know if they work here or not, you know? So I came in here to call the cops because my pool table was stolen, my plumbing tools was stolen, and I should never have a fear that my stuff would be stolen because they let the maintenance guy take the stuff. So I filled out, I went to call the police report, and as I was talking to the cops are here. I told her she won't have to talk to me. Cops are already here. Hung up with them. I joked with the cops again, like, you guys can be solving rapists, murders, robberies, but there's 6 of you all here for me. Non-threatening little me. For what? For having a little like snotty mouth because I got like bothered early in the morning for something I didn't do. There's no law when it comes to something like that. There is no law. We both know. So forget the fact that they waste your time. I got a real charge that I really want to put in, and I've been burglarized, you know. And I showed them the pictures. I got it all written up. I got the whole police report written, and I wrote a 2-page thing that I want to speak to someone high and above, who I got to deal with just on a regular basis here. I want to go to the next board hearing that they have. If this is a for-profit place, I'm going to speak to stockholders and tell them about their HIPAA laws, how they don't have one real HIPAA form signed. There's people in level 1 houses that need help cleaning themselves, so they're relying on people to be their caregivers. Their caregivers are giving out their medical and mental health information with no real forms. I know that for a fact because I studied the law and I put it on my Facebook, like the real stuff that needs to be there. Don't matter if the Bible's on there and the Buddha book is below it and it says where your information will go 10,000 years from now. If it don't have certain things in those papers in your handwriting too, it's not a real paper. It's not valid. You can get it for a Happy Meal. So that was the last thing that happened. But I wanted to tell you, every time they call cops, I know I'm not breaking the law. I am so obnoxious when the cops are called. Screaming, fuck you, get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to hear a fucking word fucking out of your mouth. Bye now. Like, I'm doing it on a light scale. My girl will tell you, like, I OD'd, like, OD'd. And I'm not like that. But when you're coming straight to me, when we have a conflict of interest, a past thing where she tried to, my girl says, it was just inappropriate, it wasn't professional. And she came right here to accuse me already with the punishment of something that I wasn't even asked if I had a part to play. Nobody else was. It was just come to me and give me a consequence. I said, you ain't fucking even allowed to give that type of consequence. You can get the fuck out of my face. I'm tired of hearing your voice. Get the fuck out of here. And then I got the cops to tell them that might be a common area up front. They're like vampires. You let them cross that line, they can come in. But they cross that line, that's breaking and entering. They cannot enter. This is my house. So if they break in here, they're breaking and entering. You know what I mean? So I made sure he told them this is not their house. You know what I mean? And to get me out, because she started saying I'll be put on some probation. So if I act out again, I said, yo, I got TBI. You're not even trained to deal with some of my issues. I have problems performing, behaving on normal levels. You're putting expectations on me as someone without TBI, which is more proof that you're not fit to handle this. EMTs have more control of my life than everybody on your staff. So get out of my effing face right effing now, because I got way more important things to do. One of them might be closing my eyes and taking a nap. Whatever it is, I don't want to see your face again for the rest of the night. And I had the cops say, yeah, tell them I'm going to be staying in my room to not bother me. So these girls will leave me alone, and I went in my room. But before I did that, cops left. They stayed on the left side of my driveway, and the two ladies were in the driveway, banged on the door, and gave them the fingers, slammed the door closed. So yes, I've been having tons of issues because I keep telling people, like, you sneak thief me, let me fight for my shit. Like, I'm the only one who always is trying to fight. I just had my girl will tell you, that's a whole other story. Crazy shit happened with me pulling out with a car that was like in front of my driveway. I know the detectives, I'm on parole, so nothing you can do to me. You know, this is my property, you know, like, let's handle it. That was a whole nother thing, but I should be out of here real soon. But I definitely wanted to touch base and let you guys know that this type of place is to help people, though. It is a helpful place. Like, the idea is to help you help yourself, but most of these people here, like 4, 6 years, sometimes more, even way more. I'll be here at the most too, but probably a year and a half. It's just a diving board for me to go forward with my fiance. That's all they probably are gonna be. They're gonna get bored if I keep going. So let's get another question, babe. I'm down for it.
What are your plans?
Right now my plans are, like I told you, the Section 8 housing, or the other one that's like Section 8, it's under a different name. Both companies are gonna try because they both want me out, because what I say is all realistic rule stuff from their books. Like, I can remember front and back what my rights are in a hospital as an inmate. It's the same thing as if I'm in a hospital as a regular person. And I know the rights that I have in here because of the rules they wrote themselves. You gotta learn the rules of where you're at, you know what I mean? You gotta know the rights that they wrote, because there's holes between every way. There's ways to get around, and the way you word things, scenarios, you know. Everything's a soap opera. Everybody's a puppet. And I carry a lot of string. Do I not, baby?
Yes, you do.
You not consider me like a puppet master? I create my own reality?
Yes.
Thank you. You know, I'm not bullshitting you guys, but I do need 2 more subscribers to hit a milestone. So why don't one of you guys slam that button, help me out. I'm asking you for help. Hope I made you guys laugh, telling these crazy stories. Just put me over that milestone and just keep on watching, because you guys are doing great. You guys are helping me. Our views keep going up. We just need these subscribers, and when they start going up, I'm doing giveaways again. Christmas is coming up, so you guys are gonna have fun with that. Hope you guys, do you have anything else to ask me, babe?
Just one more question. Is there any new news on your $10 million lawsuit?
Oh, my $10 million lawsuit. Yes, there actually is. I did another hearing. I got the minutes of it. Minutes is what the stenographer writes down of everybody who talks in the room. Even if you clear your voice before you talk, it'll have that. I got the minutes for a hearing I got to see all the tapes, I got to see everything, you know, and I got to say my version of my story on the old, you know, and everybody will do the same, or done it already by now, but I got the minutes, and that's just the next step. Sooner or later comes how far they see they were neglectful, and on tape, very neglectful, and conspiratorially neglectful, that office should come in sooner or later, you know what I mean? And yeah, is there anything else, babe, or should I just try to close it myself?
You can close it.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I got an interview from my fiance, my everything, the better half of me, and you guys will see me again. I gotta talk about some chocolate bars that tripped out from pretty fucking bad, and for now, this is it.